a student of Inzone, their very own. She was the 2016 Girls Graduate. She is a whanaunga of mine, and I'm pretty sure her mum will be really proud of her this evening. Please, will you welcome to the stage and give a warm round of applause for Tayla SmithTohu's.
Kia ora, special guests, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone's Inzone story is different. For some, their story prior to Inzone is a sad one. Unfortunately, dysfunctional families, violence and deprivation does exist in New Zealand. For some of our students, Inzone provides a positive pathway out. Some, like me, come from loving homes where a traumatic event may have disrupted their life, and they need to leave home in order to forge a new path. Or some might just be trying to find what is right for them, and Inzone was the first paver on that path. My observation is that all Inzone students want to succeed. Whether that is on the field or court or in the classroom, everyone's goal is the same. We want to fulfill our potential. I come from a home where I had two loving parents who nurtured me so I could blossom into the person I am today. I attended Takapuna Grammar, a decile 10 school, and grew up in a comfortable home where I was well loved. My mum has a special aura about her. In the day, she smells of ambition and perseverance. And at night, she smells of a home-cooked dinner. She is more precious than rubies and gold. My mum has lifted me up in times of trials and tribulations. My life to date can be separated into two parts. The first part was when I was 12 years old, where I had the presence of both parents. When I was 12 years old, my world broke. I lost my dad suddenly, within a couple of hours. He died from an aortic tear in his heart. It wasn't genetic, nor was it related to his state of health as Māori, but rather a misdiagnosis. To be brutally honest, when I lost my dad, my world felt dull, foreign, lifeless, grey, scary, and numb. I was bombarded with emotions and feelings like guilt, anger, and sadness. I was forced to grow up quickly, something I wouldn't wish on anyone. My dad was a good man. He had monumental influence on many people because he encouraged them to lose weight, get fit, and live healthy. People still come up to my mum and I and say, if it wasn't for your dad, I wouldn't be on this earth. When my father frowned, the wrinkles on his forehead gave him 2 extra smiles. He protected me from the world. He provided for me, guided me, and most of all, he loved my mum and I unconditionally with every ounce within his body. I miss him the most when I see other girls having their photos taken with both parents, and I see how proud their dad is. One other thing happened to me when I was 14 and in year 10. In my business class, I asked my teacher a question. I can't remember the question or the answer, but I do remember what she said afterwards. Don't expect to pass level 1, and if you do, don't expect to pass level 2. That made me very afraid. Later, it made me determined. And when I heard about Inzone the next year, I thought really carefully about whether I could leave my mum and board with a bunch of girls who I didn't know. At the time, I had been told that I was shortlisted to become prefect. When I was offered a place at Inzone, I agonized over possibly losing leadership opportunities and friendships. But I realized a fresh start would be the best thing for me. Remembering that my teacher had no aspiration for me, I decided I needed to create it for myself. I hoped that Inzone would give me the chance to rocket into the galaxy and reach for the stars. I got NCEA Level 1 at Takapuna Grammar, and I achieved NCEA Level 2 and 3 at Epsom Girls. I never saw that teacher again, but if I did, I would thank her, because my disappointment at her attitude drove me to succeed. At Inzone, I have developed confidence, special friendships, and I'm now studying a Bachelor of Business at Auckland University of Technology. Inzone taught me that support doesn't always come from familiar faces. I learned that our mentors and leaders really wanted to take us to higher places. Every time I see the young men and women of Inzone, I'm reminded of the constellations. The twinkle in their eyes when they are given opportunities is the same twinkle that was in the sky that guided our ancestors here to New Zealand. Those twinkles light up my life and also my fellow Inzone graduates. I stand here tonight, a manifestation of love and pain, with the veins pumping, with the drive to be part of a revolution of what young Māori and Pasifika are going to be. Thank you for your support for our journey.